Well, Jane, here we are back in the control centre, perhaps we could call it, in the middle of Badminton Village. I mean, this literally is where it all happens, I guess.
This is where it all happens.
Yeah,
absolutely, and it's where it's all happened for most of the life of the event. It started. It used to be over the top of the estate office, and then it moved out of there in the 60s. And this actually, when I first worked here, was a garage.
Wow. Okay.
And Colonel Weldon and Major Dyson extended the offices with them. Colonel Weldon saying, we definitely need to do this. And Major Dyson saying, it was a waste of money. We'll never need all that space. We'll never need all that space. And we actually need more space now, really. But we all fit in one way or another. Because the trouble is, for a lot of the year, you don't need it.
No.
And then it's quite a short time when we're all squashed in together. But anyway.
And give me an idea of the sort of number of people that would be here, maybe at the busy. I know Andrew is very much your right hand man.
Yeah.
How many people would you have here, and what sort of roles would they be doing?
Well, again, like we were saying when we were outside, Badminton's like a big family, and it's rather like a family all coming back together. So at this time of year, there's myself and Andrew, and there's somebody looking after the digital content, and then there's two other people in the office, and somebody working probably just one day a week on the box office at this time of year. And as the winter goes on, we stay with that number till about November, and then another person joins the box office, another girl will come up into the admin side. And that's what we really work with through to about January, and then somebody else joins us to do the tickets. And then by the time the event starts, I think there's probably one way or another 12 of us in here doing what we're doing. And
I guess it must be quite a buzz the day that the entries open, and then those first entries start trickling in, and you must think, oh great, here we go again, they're all going to be here again.
Yeah, phew. No, that's definitely a moment. And because the extraordinary thing about badminton nowadays, because people have always often said to me, oh, it must be lovely having a job that involves horses and that sort of thing. Badminton now, for 9 months of the year, you wouldn't really know it had an awful lot to do with horses, because it's everything else that needs, there's obviously the horse is the centre of the whole thing. But yeah, it's wonderful when the entries open, because you then know that actually the real ingredient is happening. And it's the one thing that it's lovely. It's not like in a lot of lives, isn't it, when you do jobs, you're apt to, when you hit the top, to lose some of the bits of the job that you actually enjoy doing. And I really, really enjoyed doing the entries and working with the owners and the riders and things. And I'm still do, and but it's not quite the same. I've had to, the certain bits I've had to let go.
And it's still the number one, isn't it, for the riders? It's still.
I hope so.
That special appeal about it.
As far as I'm concerned, it is, and I hope that they feel that very much so too. Definitely.
Given the legacy it's got and the number of years it's been running, are you in any way surprised that it almost keeps surpassing itself year on year, really?
I'm not totally surprised, because I think it's got such a foundation of following. And I think the wonderful thing about badminton is that, and horse things in general, not just badminton, but if I was, let's say I was brought to badminton when I was a little girl, and then you grow up and you move on and you whatever, and then that person, or then my daughter's born, and my daughter says to me, oh, come on, Mummy, I want to go to badminton. And I think that is what keeps the whole tambourine rolling round. And, being the age I am now, it's wonderful, because you've got sort of grandchildren and what have you, and even riding, which is quite frightening. But no, I think I'm not totally surprised, because it is wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, fundamentally, it's a world-class equestrian event, but there's a lot of diversification within the event, isn't there? People come to see the wonderful shops and whatever that's going on there.
And I think to be part of it, they come to see the shops, and they come to be part, join the lakeside, at the lakeside area at the lake, and hospitality and entertaining, and hen parties. I mean, they're very much part of badminton, I think.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? I know.
Yeah.
And I think again, it's part of what people do in the year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Particularly in the equestrian world. And I just feel very privileged that it makes me actually feel quite humble sitting where I sit. That people just do have this, are in awe of it, really. I mean, the one thing that Colonel Weldon taught me, which was the best thing ever, is just because it's worked for 21 years doesn't mean it will work for 22. And if you go along with that and you're always open to change and to evolving, I think you can't go far wrong.